Dear students, in this class, we learn some numericals regarding refraction. And I consider here many NCERT textbook numericals. Just observe. First one, figure A and B show refraction of ray in air incident at 60 degree with a normal to the glass air and water air interface respectively. Observe here, light is moving from air to the glass with angle 60 degree as angle of incidence. And in water glass, say water air, 47 degrees the incidence and say 60 degrees the incident, 47 degree. Observe the arrows there. Say arrow is like this and here arrow is like this. Therefore, here angle of incidence 60 degree, here angle of incidence also 60 degree, but it is in air and here also air. Predict the angle of refraction in the glass when the angle of incidence in water is 45 degree with the normal to a water glass interface. Water glass interface. We start with this. Say, we learnt in theory to write the Snell's law in this form. N1 sin I equals N2 sin R, where N1 is first medium refractive index in which I is the angle of incidence, N2 is second medium refractive index in which R is the angle of refraction. Therefore, here in this case, for figure A, we write N1 means air, so N air. Sin I is 60 degree because N2, I write it as Ng, glass. Sin 35 degree. This is for figure A. In the same manner, for figure B, we write here air again, N air sin 60, because 60 degrees again angle of incidence, is equal to N water sin 47 degree. N water 47 degree. Next, for the figure C I write, or from this we can simply write from A and B, as N air sin 60, N air sin 60 is there. I can simply write Ng sin 35 is equal to Nw sin 47 degree, because left hand sides are equal, right hand sides are equal. I call it as equation 1. We write similarly for figure C. Here 45 degree is the angle of incidence because RO is like this. R is the angle of refraction. Therefore, Nw, it is in water, sin 45 equals Ng sin R. Say, looking at this thing, Nw sin 47, Ng sin 35, like this. Say, we can write sin R as Nw by Ng sin 45. But from 1, Nw by Ng can be written as Nw by Ng can be written as sin 35 by sin 47. Substituting this back, we have sin R equals sin 35 by sin 47 into sin 45. Substituting all these things for sin 35 and all those things, we get 30, say sin R as sin 35.5735 into sin 45, 1 by root 2 0.7071 divided by sine 47, find 0.7313, which amounts to be 0.5545 sin R. Therefore, R is 33 degree 40 minutes. That is the angle of refraction. Going for the second problem here, we read. A ray of light is incident on horizontal surface of an ice block at 59 degree. After refraction, the ray just grazes the adjacent vertical surface of the block. Calculate the critical angle and refractive index. For this, we need to write a figure. We write down. Say, I write an ice block like this. This is the ice block. Now, a ray of light is incident on the horizontal surface. This is the horizontal surface and this one at an angle of 59 degree. That means we write the figure like this. Just observe. Say, we write an angle of incidence like this. Like this. We write a normal also there. This is the normal and this is angle of incidence 59 degree and this is the ray. Now, after refraction, it bends like this, say towards the normal. We extend the normal onto this side. Like this. Then it is given after refraction, the ray just grazes the adjacent vertical surface. This is the adjacent vertical surface. It grazes like this. Say grazes means it moves on the surface like this. Here also we write a normal there. So this is the normal. This is the figure what they have given. Observe, in all these things, many times our skill of writing the figure by reading the sentence is very, very important. Now we are asked to calculate the critical angle and refractive index of eyes. N eyes I call refractive index and critical angle C to be calculated. How we start with that? Just observe, I call this angle as R and this angle is critical angle because this angle is 90 degree here. This angle is 90 degree, there it should be critical angle. If this is angle R and this is critical angle, from figure R, say R can be written as 90 minus C because R and C are the angles of right angle triangle. Therefore, here for horizontal surface, we write for horizontal surface, Snell's law for horizontal surface, for horizontal surface, Snell's law if we write, say N1 air surrounding medium. So N air sine 59 degree equals N ice sin R. We call this as equation 1. Therefore, N ice equals sine 59 degree by sin R. Observe, to find the critical angle, if you obtain R, we can get the critical angle. For that, for the vertical face, we write now, for vertical face, say, observe, it is 90 degree, therefore I can simply write sin C equals, sin C is equal to 1 by N ice. Therefore, N ice is 1 by sin C. N ice is 1 by sin C. Substituting back to this equation, say we call this as 1 and this. Say N ice equation, we get sin 59 degree by sin R equals 1 by sin C. But R, as we have written 90 minus C, sin 59 degree by sin 90 minus C equals 1 by sin C. Therefore, we can write sin C by cos C. Sin 90 minus C is cos C as 1 by sin 59. Now we substitute every value there, that is tan C here, 1 by sin 59. If we substitute the value of sin 59, we get the thing. We get tan C as 1.166. This over value is 1.166 tan C value. Therefore, C is 49 degree. From that, C is 49 degree 23 minutes. 49 degree 23 minutes it amounts to be. You can get this from Clark's table or calculator, scientific calculators. So once we know the critical angle, we can get N ice directly. N ice, as we know, 1 by sin C, 1 by sine of 49 degree 23 minutes, which amounts to be, we write down. After writing the values, we get 1.317. This is the final answer for this problem, and C value is this one. So that's how we solve the problem. And this problem appeared many years back in a old syllabus examination paper. This is a beautiful problem which helps you to learn what to do when critical angle comes, and which will help you to learn how to picturize the situation what is given there. So going for the question number 3, we read, a small bulb is placed at the bottom of a tank, this also NCERT exercise problem, this all, containing water to a depth 80 centimeter. What is the area of the surface of water through which light from the bulb can emerge out? Refractive index of water is 1.33. Consider the bulb to be a point source. Here also we write down the figure. Once we write the figure, the thing will be clear. And also a very important idea regarding this type of questions also appeared in CET or competitive examinations. First we write down the figure there. Just observe. This is the water surface in the container. We write the container part here. This is the container part, and a bulb's house. We imagine that is here a small bulb. We write a straight line which is along the normal, the light ray, which indicates the light ray along the normal. Now, the depth of water is given 80 centimeter. That also we write here, this depth. Now, what is the area of the surface of water through which light from the bulb can emerge out? What do you mean by the area? Observe, at some angle from the light from the bulb should undergo grazing emergence. That is, it falls on the surface with critical angle. I write that like this. So, if this is the critical angle there, then their ray should graze. That means it should travel like this. So this similar thing happens on this side also, and the light will emit like a cone. So in the form of a cone. Now we write this side also for the sake of clarity. There's no need for us to write in the board exam. For the sake of clarity, I am writing it here. Say it is like this. Now, say here, it forms a cone shape, circular cone on the surface. This area to be calculated. If I take this as the radius of the cone and observe here, say this is critical angle, and this should also be the critical angle because these two are alternate angles. This is critical angle. And if I call 80 centimeter depth of the water as h, then we can simply calculate the value of, say, area R, and then we can go for the area, because we know area of the circular patch is pi r square. But r from the figure we can write this height is h, up to this it is h. Therefore, from trigonometry, tan c equals opposite r by adjacent h. Therefore, r equals h tan c. So, c is critical angle. How do we get c? By usual our idea, because refractive index is given. So, our idea is sin c is 1 by n. Sin c is 1 by n. That is, sin c is 1 by 1.33, which amounts to be 1 by 4 by 3 or 1 by 3. That is, sin c is 3 by 4.75. C value will be 48 degree. From the clock's table you can look. C value will be 48 degree 44 minutes for the water. Once you know the C value, substitute it there for R. R is H 80 centimeter into tan of 48 degree 44 minutes. Therefore, 80 into tan 1.1396, which amounts to be R equals, say, 91.12, we can write 1168, it comes 91.16, 16 it comes out. Therefore, area A is, after substitution for all these things, pi is 3.14 into 91.16 whole square, which the area A amounts to be, say, A equals, after calculation of all these things, 8310 0.15 it amounts to be into 3.14, that is 91.16 whole square is that one. Therefore, total area will be now 269.3.85 centimeter square, which amounts to be 2.609 meter square. So this is the area of this circular patch on the surface of water through which light can emerge. Now, we think of fourth problem. Observe here, we read, a small pin fixed on tabletop is viewed from the above from a distance of 50 centimeter. By what distance would the pin appear to be raised if it is viewed from the same point through a 15 centimeter thick glass slab held parallel to the table? Say we write the figure like this. Say this is the tabletop, that is the pin, and we are viewing from here, and a glass slab is held here. It is of 15 centimeter thick. So here, irrespective of our portion of the viewing, we can use normal shift formula. Sn is equal to u into 1 minus 1 by n. We substitute everything. Thickness of the glass slab is 15, 1 minus 1 by n. N is refractive index 1.5, say, which amounts to be 4.95. This totally 4.95 centimeter. Therefore, total normal shift is this one, and the thing what we want to calculate is, say, by what distance would the pin appear to be raised? That means apparent, say, normal shift is to be calculated. Therefore, this distance, this is the distance through which it appears to be raised. So with that, next thing, does the answer depend on the location of the slab? Here one important idea to be learnt in regarding the normal shift is, when you have parallel sides like this of refractive index N1, N2, N3, and object is here in the N4, and we are looking from the top in the N1 medium, then all the normal shifts to be added. Say here in this we have only one glass medium, then this type of thing will happen. All other things are air. Therefore, once you add total normal shift Snt equals Sn1 plus Sn2, etc., etc. But as all other media are air, whatever may be the position where you keep the glass slab, all other media is air. Therefore, answer remains same. So that is the answer for fourth question. Now we think of last question for this session. A tank filled with water up to a height of 12.5 centimeter. Apparent depth of the needle lying at the bottom of the tank is measured by a microscope to be 9.4 centimeter. Apparent depth means V1 I call 9.4 centimeter. What is the refractive index of water? We are asked to calculate NW. If the water is replaced by a liquid of refractive index, that is N liquid is given 1.63 up to same height. That means the height of the water or liquid is 12.5 centimeter. 12.5 centimeter. Now we have to calculate the thing like this. Say we are asked to calculate by what distance would the microscope has to be moved. That means normal shift in the liquid we have to be calculated. Therefore, first of all, N liquid is given and N water to be calculated. For that N water, I use this formula. N water is real depth by apparent depth. Real depth is 12.5. Apparent depth in the water is 9.4, which amounts to be 1.33. Water refractive index, we got first answer there, refractive index of the water. Then liquid, N liquid is taken, which is also real depth by apparent depth, but real depth 12.5 and apparent depth is to be calculated. Therefore, to say apparent depth in liquid equals 12.5 by N liquid, given everything, 12.5 by 1.63, which amounts to be apparent depth is 7.6687 or 7.7 I can take centimeters. Therefore, the microscope to be shifted means the normal shift with the liquid to be calculated, Sn, that is original distance minus apparent depth in liquid, which is 12.5 minus 7.7 approximately. Eight 4.8 centimeter. The microscope to be moved by 4.8 centimeter. These are the questions or numericals what we solve in this class. We continue with the next idea in refraction in the next session.